Hello guys, I apologize that I won't use my voice again like what I did in my social Darwinism video since I did not have any private space to do so unlike before, but let's get to the gig. So unlike the previous videos where I uncover my remasters towards some ideologies made by the pole comp ball community, I will now discuss every single ideology I came up myself, meaning that everything you will see here are indeed made by me and not something I did a remake from another person's work. Before I start, I need to remind you that all of the explanations are all brief and detailed explanations could be found in the description. Okay, then let's start with the first two honorable mentions, Kraterocratic Consciousness and Esoteric National Bolshevism. Kraterocratic Consciousness is just a union between Kraterocracy and hive mind collectivism, as well as being just an off-compass Nazbol, while Esoteric National Bolshevism is just an esoteric or cultist version of the Nazbol. Now let's start with the originals. Number 8, EDENism. EDENism, or Eternal Dawn of Esoteric Nations-ism, is basically the Borjigin System, except it abolishes its harsh ethno-nationalistic goals and other Nazi values, but other than that it still wants to bring nuclear hellfire to end the spread of progressive and neoliberal ideals, whereas those worthy of survival and existing in the new beginning would be considered as the Adam and Eve. Number 7, Quantum Habsburgism. Unlike regular Habsburgism, this edition will make sure that the ancestral loop is much smaller through time travel, meaning that every single heir should be sent to the past and get engaged with any of their predecessors. Number 6, Zamasu-ism. Zamasu-ism is just the more extreme form of just me no stateism, where it ensures that other life besides the individual adopting the ideology is wiped out regardless if they are more superior or inferior. Even with its somewhat Nazi viewpoint, it is not considered to be homophobic or transphobic, since unlike quantum Habsburgism, every single heir or mate should be no other than yourself. Apart from that, it allows body swap to ensure that the mistakes of Habsburgism doesn't occur. Number 5, Mernoism. Mernoism is an ideology that seeks to have worlds governed by incompetent gods wiped out from existence and get replaced with one ruled by an angelic dictator. Apart from that, it heavily dislikes the idea of how deities should not intervene in mortal affairs. Only those who sides with the angelic dictator has the right to live in the new world. Number 4, Fragmentism. Now this might be confused with balkanization, but it actually is nothing compared to that, since the main idea of fragmentism is to have nations that are broken up to not end up in smaller and independent states, but instead an exact duplicate of the previous state along with its ideals and land mass. Number 3, Reminaism. Originally from Junji Ito's Hellstar Remina, it is the embodiment of societal collapse as well as the creation of a global cult with an irrational goal of preventing the inevitable. Despite of it being an anarchist ideology, it can be devised by imperialists to damage their opponents also from the inside. Number 2, Borjigin System. Another ideology somewhat inspired by the Borjigin System in this list. Similar to the previous ideology, it wishes to ensure the collapse of society via nuclear hellfire or worse, so that the entire world would end up having harsh living conditions as if it was Mongolia before Genghis Khan was in power. But it doesn't stop there, since society will remain in total anarchy until as self-proclaimed Genghis Khan III would one day unite them all, turning the once barbaric post-apocalyptic wastelands into a hyper-totalitarian warmongering neo-Mongol empire. And finally, last but not least, Omnipresent Socialism. Omnipresent Socialism is an off-compass cultist and post-humanist ideology where everything we know along with things we don't have complete knowledge of is secretly being watched by an unknown divine intelligence. Unlike the Illuminati, it is indeed status, just we and other live forms from different dimensions, timelines, and even the afterlife are clearly not aware of the fact that we are living in a simulation. Whenever the intelligence notices some disobedience, it will deploy its personal highly advanced military that would establish discipline zones until complete loyalty is fulfilled. Otherwise these zones would be wiped from existence or have its disobedient citizens turned into nulls, which are beings that completely lack self-expression and purpose both from the inside and outside. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and down in the comments you can tell me which one is your personal favorite and least favorite, because I would like to know if any kind of improvements towards some of these are necessary. Also don't forget to like and subscribe, but mostly consider sharing the video, because even with the talent I possess it still does not guarantee the popularity of the channel. If you wanted to come up with your own ideals, try to join my Discord server and go to the right channel to share these.